Welcome back to the deep dive. You know, we often check out new AI tools, and AI agent store.ai is always a good spot for that. Today, we're looking at one called DruAI. Let's unpack what it is, and maybe more importantly, why it seems like a pretty big deal for certain pros.
Yeah, definitely. You see these autonomous agents popping up more and more, especially in really critical fields like data security, cyber resilience too. Understanding these tools like Drew AI is becoming essential, really, if you want to stay ahead of the curve in protecting data.
Okay, so let's jump in. DruAI. What's the core idea? The website describes it as an AI agent that's actually embedded in Druva's platform. Its job is basically to secure, recover, and manage data all on its own. The main goal seems to be boosting cyber resilience.
Right, but it's more than just standard automation. This system, built on something they call Bedrock Agent Core, it's designed to figure out what a user intends to do. So it doesn't just follow orders. It looks for risks, guides you on how to fix things, and even handles complex recovery tasks itself.
Interpreting intent. Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds like a step up. So who is this really built for? Who gets the most out of this?
Well, the website clearly targets, IT security teams,
Yeah.
cyber resilience managers, folks managing cloud infrastructure, incident response teams.
Basically, anyone responsible for critical data in a complex setup?
Exactly. And that autonomy we mentioned. It's driven by this rather neat three-part agent system. First, you've got data agents. They're constantly looking at telemetry, all that system data, finding signals, spotting trends.
Okay, so they're the lookouts.
Pretty much. Then there are help agents. These guys can actually troubleshoot issues on their own, investigate incidents based on what the data agents find, and suggest solutions.
Ah, so they don't just flag it, they actually dig into why it's happening. That's different.
It is. And finally, you have the action agents. These are the ones that actually do things, like recovering a whole workload, applying a new security policy, maybe tweaking data retention settings to save costs. They execute the tasks.
Okay, can you give us a practical example? Like, what does that look like day to day?
Sure. Think about needing to recover a full AWS EC2 instance.
Mm.
The server, its storage, network settings, everything. Drew AI aims to let you do that with just one command. Orchestrate the whole thing. That's a massive time saver, especially when things are hitting the fan.
Yeah, no kidding. What else?
Well, it also brings those anomalies and risk signals right to the surface instantly. Gives you quick summaries, too, which helps with fast decisions.
And what are people saying about Druva itself, the platform it's built on?
Generally, the feedback seems positive. People often mention it's easy to set up and manage, reliable performance, not a lot of daily fuss.
And that ties into the SaaS model, right? Software as a service.
Exactly. That's a big part of the convenience. No need to manage hardware on-premise, no manual code updates all the time.
So the insight there is less operational burden?
Totally. It frees up your IT and security people. Instead of just keeping the lights on, they can focus on more strategic stuff like actively hunting for threats or improving the overall security setup. It's shifting focus.
Okay, so let's boil it down. For you listening, what's the real takeaway here? Why does this matter?
So what is this? Autonomous systems like DruAI drastically cut down how much humans need to intervene in really complex, really urgent security situations. That translates to, stronger defenses because the system reacts faster, quicker recovery if something does go wrong, and just smoother operations overall. It lets AI handle the heavy lifting on routine and even some complex security tasks.
Right, it empowers the human teams by taking some of the load. It definitely seems like agents like DruAI are changing the game for IT and cybersecurity.
They really are. The whole cyber resilience field is moving so fast. Thinking about how these autonomous AI agents fit into your data protection strategy, well, it's becoming crucial.
Definitely something to consider. If you want to dig into more details on DruAI or discover other AI agents, remember to check out aiagentstore.ai. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, and hey, we always appreciate those ratings. See you next time.